Hello! So, ang topic natin ngayon is tuloy natin yung discussion natin on rectilinear motion. So, meron na tayong part 1 nito. Kung hindi nyo pa napapanood, ililink ko na lang sa description. So, nakapag-solve na tayo ng some problems. Umabot tayo hanggang problem 8. Okay, 8. Right. So, tuloy lang natin, no? Solve lang tayong more problems, guys. So, panoorin nyo lang yung mga past video tutorials natin, ha? Link ko na lang sa description. Yan, yung mga basic integration, integration using new substitution, tsaka differential equations. Okay? So, ito yung concept natin. When a particle is moving along a line according to an equation of motion, S is equal to function of time. The instantaneous velocity and instantaneous velocity v and acceleration A is given by. So tandaan nyo palagi yung velocity V is the derivative ng displacement with respect to time or ds over dt. And yung acceleration is the derivative ng velocity with respect to time or A is equal to dv over dt. Ngayon, pwede rin siyang maging second derivative ng S ng displacement with respect to time or acceleration is equal to dv over dt. Applying some manipulation of differentials, pwede nating isulat yung dv over dt as dv over ds times ds over dt. Bale, makakancel nyo lang tong ds, matitira is babalik ka sa dv over dt. Pero ang gagawin natin ngayon, itong dv over ds i-retain. Tapos itong ds over dt, we know na siya ay equal sa v. So kaya pwedeng equation din natin is A is equal to V dV over ds. Okay, so depende kung yung ating A is a function of V or S, pwede natin itong mahanap. Sige, so solve tayo more problems. Tuloy natin. Problem, ano na tayo? 8 yung dulo natin. So dun sa equations, dun sa ano natin, sa tawag dito, dun sa instruction natin, a particle is moving on a line at t seconds, s feet is the directed distance or displacement of the particle from the origin, v feet per second is the velocity of the particle, and a, the acceleration, feet per second is the acceleration. So, magbibigay tayo ngayon. So, yung mga previous problems na bigay tayo, for example, ng V as a function of time. Yan, V as a function of time, A as a function of time. Yan, ito yung mga samples natin na sinod. So, tutuloy lang natin ngayon. So, problem, kasi 8 yung last, problem 9 na tayo. So, what if, for problem 9, ang given sa atin is acceleration is equal to 800. 800, then given is V is equal to 20, and S is equal to 1. So find an equation involving V and S. So ang given sa atin is acceleration equals 800, tapos V is 20 and S is 1. Find an equation involving V and S. So paano ngayon to? Kailangan daw equation involving V and S. Kasi so far dun sa mga sinolve natin is hinahanap natin, for example, yung S as a function of time. 'Di ba? S as a function of time, V as a function of time, and S as a function of time. Ngayon, iba naman. Involving V and S. So, gamitin natin pwede natin gamitin ito. Yung A is equal to V dV over ds. Para in terms of V and S yung ating variable. Right? solution. So we know that A is equal to V dV over ds, right? So substitute natin yung value ng A acceleration, which is 800, equal to V dV over ds. So magiging separable dE uli ito. Paghiwalayin lang natin yung dV tsaka ds. Okay? So, i-multiply ko to both sides by ds. So, magiging 800 ds constant times ds. Tapos dito, cancel si ds. Magiging v dv. Right? V dv. Tapos, so, pwede na natin ngayong i-integrate yan both sides. Okay, integrating both sides, integral ng 800 ds is equal to the integral of v dv. So, pwede nyo na lang ilabas tong 800 constant, integral ng ds, and we know that integral ng ds ay s. So, 800s, right? Dito naman, integral ng v to the first, edi power rule, v to the 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1, or that's v squared over 2. Tapos, lagyan lang natin ng constant of integration plus c. Ito yung general solution. 800s is equal to v squared over 2 plus c. Tapos, kailangan nating masolve si c given yung condition that v is equal to 20, s is equal to 1. So, bale, when s is equal to 1, v is equal to 20. So, 800s, papalitan nyo ng 1. Ito, 1. Ang goal is masolve si c, ha? Equal to v, which is 20, tapos squared over 2 plus c. So, bale, we have 800 equals 800 times 1, 800 lang yun, to 20 squared. 20 squared is 20 times 20, 400. Divided by 2, 200 plus c. So, transpose nyo dito, si 200, 800 minus 200 is equal to c. Therefore, c is 600. Okay? Ngayon, ipapalit nyo dito sa general solution, 800s equals b squared over 2 plus c. Magiging 800s is equal to v squared over 2 plus 600. So, ito ngayon yung equation natin. Okay, equation na nagre-relate ng velocity sa displacement. Or kung gusto nyo, alisin lang natin dito si denominator. Multiply pa natin to both sides by 2. Bale, 800s times 2, 1,600s. Tapos dito, cancel si 2, v squared, plus 600 times 2, 1,200. E di nakuha na natin yung equation relating S and V. So, find an equation involving V and S. 1,600s is equal to V squared plus 1,200. Ito na yung sagot agad. Okay, next. Problem number 10. For problem number 10, what if ang given sa atin ay A is equal to 500. So, constant pa rin. V is equal to 10. when S is equal to 5. Find an equation involving V and S ulit. Pareho lang, binago lang yung constant acceleration. So using the same formula, A is equal to V dV over ds. Substitute yung value ng A, 500, is equal to V dV over ds. Separate natin yung dV tsaka ds, multiply both sides by ds. So, magiging 500 ds yung left side. Tapos dito, cancel si ds. V dV na lang. Tsaka natin i-integrate both sides. 500 ds is equal to V dV. So, labas lang tong 500 constant. 500 integral ng ds. So, 500 integral ng ds ay s. Dito naman, integral ng V dV power rule, V raised to 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1. So, V squared over 2. Tapos, lagyan niya ng constant of integration plus C. Yan. Tapos, hahanapin natin si C using uli yung condition that when S is 5, V is 10. So, when S is 5, V is 10. Palit nyo kay S5. So, 500 times S, which is 5, equals V. V natin is 10. 10 squared divided by 2 plus C. Ano yung 500 times 5? 2,500. Tapos, 10 square, 100. Divided by, divided by 2. 50. Solve natin si C, transpose si 50. Transpose si 50 sa kaliwa. So, 2,500 minus 50 equals C. Ano ngayon si C? 2,500 minus 50. Edi 2,450, right? 2,450. Palit na ngayon natin itong value ni C dito sa equation, sa general solution. So, 500S is equal to V squared over 2 plus 2,450. Okay, tapos, pwede pa nating alisin yung denominator. Multiply ko both sides by 2 LCD. Distribute. So, 500S times 2, 1,000S. Tapos dito, cancel. Cancel si 2, V squared na lang. Ano yung 2,450 times 2? 4,900. Yan. E di ito na yung ating equation. Gets? Next, problem 11. What if ang given naman ay A is equal to 5S plus 2, V is 4, when S is 2, find an equation involving V and S ulit. So, same. Solution A is equal to V dV over ds. Right? So, palitan natin yung A. This time, hindi na siya constant, but a function of S. So, 5S plus 2 is equal to V dV over ds. So, separate natin yung variable, multiply both sides by ds. So, magiging, ito, mumultiply natin tong quantity 5s plus 2 times ds. Tas dito sa kanan, cancel si ds, v dv na lang. Yan. So, separated na yung variable. Pwede na nating i-integrate. Integrate na natin both sides. So, paano ang integral ng 5s plus 2ds? So, distribute nyo lang tong integral kasi 2 terms. Labas natin yung constant 5. Integral ng s, ds. Plus labas yung constant 2. Integral ng ds. Ano ang integral ng, so 5 times integral ng s ds ay s squared over 2, right? Power rule. Plus 2, integral ng ds ay s. Equals, dito, equals, integral ng v dv ay v squared over 2. O, dito na lang. Baba ko na dito. Tapat ko na siya dito. V squared over 2. Yan. Tapos, lagyan na lang natin ng constant of integration. Plus C. So, kailangan natin ngayong hanapin natin si C using yung condition that when S is 2, V is 4. So, papalitan natin when S is 2, V is 4. Dito. So, magiging 5 halves. S, papalitan nyo ng 2 squared plus 2 times S, papalitan ng 2 equals V. V ay 4. Bali sa V squared, magiging 4 squared over 2 plus C. Sige. Next, ano na tayo? Hindi na kasya, no? So, ano na to? 5 halves squared. Ano yung 5 halves times 2 squared pala? Ano yung 2 squared? 4. 4 divided by 2, 2 times 5, 10. Plus 2 times 2, 4. Equals 4 squared is 16 divided by 2, 8. Plus C. So, transpose nyo lang dito si 8 para ito ay 10 plus 4, 14, minus 8 is equal to C. Therefore, anong value ni C? 14 minus 8, 6. Yan. Ngayon, ipapalit na natin dito etong C na 6 dito sa general solution. So, 5 halves S squared plus 2S, 5 halves S squared plus 2S is equal to V squared over 2 plus C, V squared over 2 plus C, which is 6. Alisin natin yung denominator na 2. multiply both sides by 2. So, cancel. Bale, cancel itong 2. 5s squared na lang siya. 5s squared, tas 2s times 2, 4s. Tapos, equals, so cancel na dito si 2, v squared na lang, plus 6 times 2, 12. Yan. So, ito ngayon yung equation relating v and s. 5s squared plus 4s is equal to v squared plus 12. Okay, next. Problem 12 na tayo. 12. What if ang given ay acceleration is equal to 2s plus 1. Tapos, v is 2 when s is 1. Find an equation involving v and s. So, same lang din sa 11. Solution, a is equal to v dv over ds. So, substitute nyo yung value ni a as a function of s, 2s plus 1. 2s plus 1 is equal to v dv over ds. So, separate natin yung dv and ds. Multiply ko to both sides by ds. Distribute. So, dito, mamamultiply si 2s plus 1 kay ds. So, 2s plus 1 quantity times ds. Tapos dito sa kanan, cancel si ds, matitira is v dv. Then saka nyo i-integrate yan both sides. So integral ng 2s plus 1 ds is equal to the integral of v dv. So dito sa left side, distribute nyo yung integral symbol. 2 terms. Labas si 2. 2 integral ng s ds plus integral ng 1 ds or ds. Ang integral ng, so 2 times integral ng s ds, power rule, s squared over 2, plus integral ng ds, s. So ito ay cancel na yung 2, s squared plus s na lang. So dito naman, we have, baba na lang natin, 1/2 v squared din, or v squared over 2. Right? So ngayon, lagyan na lang natin ng plus c. So kailangan nating ma-solve si c using the condition v is 2 when s is 1. When s is 1, v is 2. So palitan natin yung mga s ng 1. 1 square plus 1 is equal to 1/2. V, papalitan nyo ng 2. So 2 squared plus c. 1 squared plus 1, edi 2, right? 1 squared is 1 plus 1, 2. 1/2, 2 squared. 2 squared is 4 divided by 2. 2 plus c. So 2 minus 2 is c. Transpose nyo to, si 2. Ano si c? 0, right? So, palit nyo ngayon dito sa general solution, yung value na c na 0, sides by 2. Yung denominator na 2. Ito na yung sagot. Yan. Gets naman. Okay, next. So, ano naman tayo? Word problem naman tayo para maganda. So particularly kapag pwede tayong magka-horizontal motion tsaka vertical. Kapag horizontal motion, yung naka-straight line lang, di ba? Kapag vertical motion, ano yun? Free fall. Kapag free fall tayo, so pwede tayong magkaroon ng constant acceleration, which is yung due to gravity. So horizontal motion, so pwedeng ganito, di ba? Let's say ito yung origin. So pwede positive S kapag sa right ng origin, tapos negative S kapag sa left. So pwede ka ring magkaroon ng acceleration and velocity. Kapag sa vertical motion, let's say from the ground, ito yung origin natin. Kapag nag-throw ka, let's say, ng isang bagay, pababa. Yan. So positive S if upward, then positive V. Tapos yung acceleration dito is acceleration palagi constant, 32 feet per second squared or 9.8 meter, 9.81 or 9.8 meter per second squared. So negative siya. Kasi downward. Downward lagi yung acceleration. Kasi free fall siya. Ang direction ng acceleration due to gravity, palaging downward. So positive if upward, negative if downward. Okay, sige, solve tayo ng problems. 13. Sulat ko muna. A particle is moving along a line in such a way that if v centimeters per second is the velocity of the particle, at t seconds, v is, my equation, v as a function of time, 9 sine 3 pi t. Where positive direction is to the right. Kita pa ba? Where positive direction is to the right. So, horizontal motion siya. Positive direction is to the right from the origin. To the right of the origin. Of the origin. If particle is at the origin at the start of the motion. If particle is at the origin at the start of the motion, find its position when t is, sa maraming value daw yung t, 0.6, 2.5, 4.8, and 7.2. Ayan. So, word problem naman siya. A particle is moving a line in such a way that if v centimeter per second is the velocity of the particle at t seconds, ang equation daw ng velocity as a function of time is 9 sine 3 pi t, where positive direction is to the right of the origin. So parang ganito. Nasa horizontal siya motion. At ito yung origin, kapag to the right daw, positive. If the particle is at the origin at the start of the motion, find its position when t is A, B, C, D. Solution. So, ganun ulit. Origin is 0. Tapos, ang direction daw is positive S kapag to the right. So, ang given natin is yung velocity. So, di ba alam natin that velocity is ds over dt. So, pwede nyo ngayong i-substitute yung velocity, which is 9 sine 3 pi t, 9 sine 3 pi t equal to ds over dt. Yan. So, solve lang natin tong dE. Multiply natin both sides by dt. So, magiging 9 sine 3 pi t dt equals, so dito cancel si dt, ds. Yan. Saka natin i-integrate both sides. Integral ng 9 sine 3 pi t dt is equal to the integral of ds. So, dito sa kaliwa, labas si 9 constant. Or mag-use sub tayo. So, anong ile-let you natin? Let you lang natin yung nasa loob ng sine, which is the 3 pi t. Diba? Kapag trigo, nile-let you natin yung nasa loob niya, yung 3 pi t, then derivative ng u du, derivative ng 3 pi t. So, 3 pi is constant, times derivative ng t1. E di 3 pi lang, tas lagyan nyo ng dt. Ang kailangan lang talaga natin, si dt, right? Okay. So, eliminate natin tong 3 pi. Divide both sides by 3 pi. Magkakaroon tayo ng 1 over 3 pi du. Cancel na to, dt. Substitute natin. Labas natin tong 9 kasi constant eh. Labas yung 9. Integral ng sine, copy. Ano si 3 pi t na lang, u. Tapos ano si dt, 1 over 3 pi du. So, pwedeng yung ilabas uli yung 1 over 3 pi kasi constant. Right? Mamamultiply siya kay 9. 9 times 1 over 3 pi integral ng sine u du. So, ano yung 9 over 3 pi? Cancel itong 3. 3 over pi na lang, right? 3 over pi. Ano ang integral ng sine? Integral ng sine, so dapat kabisado nyo lang, negative cosine. Negative cosine u. So, 3 over pi times negative cosine u, bali negative 3 over pi cosine u. Ibalik nyo lang si u to 3 pi t. So, negative 3 over pi cosine 3 pi t. So, ito yung integral netong left. Yung integral nung kanan, integral lang ng ds eh. E ds, right? So, pagsamahin na natin, baba lang natin to. Equate natin to sa s. Okay, tapos lagyan lang natin ng constant of integration. Ang constant of integration natin, let's say plus c. So, kailangang mahanap natin si c. Paano natin mahanap si c? Ano yung sabi sa problem? If the particle is at the origin, at the start of the motion, ibig sabihin, kapag start ng motion, ano yung oras? Wala pa, t is 0. Kapag nasa origin siya, wala pa siyang distance traveled, s is 0 pa rin, right? So therefore, when t is 0, s is 0. So papalit natin ngayon dito, sa t ay 0, so negative 3 over pi, cosine 3 pi t, papalitan nyo ng 0, equals s, palitan ng 0, plus c. Ano ba yung cosine 3 pi times 0? E di cosine 0, ang cosine 0 is 1. So magiging negative 3 pi times 1 is equal to c. Negative 3 over pi times 1, e di negative 3 over pi. So ngayon, papalit natin dito sa general solution, negative 3 over pi, cosine 3 pi t is s minus 3 over pi. Kung gusto nyo, nakasolve si s explicitly in terms of time, transpose si negative 3 over pi sa kaliwa. So, negative 3 over pi cosine 3 pi t plus 3 over pi is equal to s. Gusto may factor nyo si 3 over pi. So, sulat ko na muna dito si s. Tapos, factoring out the 3 over pi, magiging dito, 1 na lang. Then dito, magiging negative cosine 3 pi t. Okay, so ito yung equation ng s as a function of time. So, hindi naman pinapahanap to. Ang pinapahanap is yung position. Find its position when t is a marami. Ang gagawin nyo, ipa-plug in nyo na yung value ng mga t na to, a, b, c, d, isa-isa, dito sa equation ng s as a function of time. So, for a na tayo, when t is 0.6 daw, so plug in nyo lang sa t. S is 3 over pi, 1 minus cosine 3 pi times 0.6. So, gamitan nyo na ng calcu yan para approximately decimal. So, irad nyo yung calcu. Nakarad. So, ship setup rad 4. Input nyo 3 over pi times 1 minus cosine 3 pi. Lagyan na lang, i-ano na lang natin, no? I-alpha x. Para calc na lang tayo ng calc. Calc natin sa 0.6. 0.6. Okay. 0.1824. Approximately 0.1824. 0.1824. Ang unit, centimeter per second tayo eh. Centimeter. Okay, next. Wala na tayong page. So ito yung sagot sa A. Sa B naman, ganun ulit. Ipa-plug in nyo lang sa T ang value ng time 2.5. So using the same equation for S, T is 2.5 this time. Bale, S is 3 over pi times 1 minus cosine 3 pi times the T, 2.5. 2.5. Ikakalk na lang natin to. Kalk na lang tayo kay 2.5. 0.9549. 0.9549. 0.9549 centimeter. Sagot to sa B. Sagot sa C. C naman daw ay 4.8. T is 4.8. So, plug in natin, S is equal to 3 over pi, 1 minus cosine 3 pi, times time, 4.8 naman. So, i-calc na lang natin 4.8. 4.8. Yan, 0.6598. Approximately 0.6598 centimeter. So, puro positive, ibig sabihin, nasa right from the origin. Right of the origin. Last, kapag daw D is 7.2, T is 7.2, so palit lang natin, S is 3 over pi, 1 minus cosine 3 pi, yung time, papalitan nyo ng 7.2. Calc lang natin, calc lang sa 7.2. Nakarad dapat kaya guys ha. 0.6598. Pareho, 7.2. Calc at 7.2. Talaga. Calc at 4.8. Calc at 7.8. Sige. 0.6598. 401. Ayan na yun. Yan na yung sagot. Okay, problem number 13. 14 na tayo. 14. Okay, what if a ball is thrown vertically upward from the ground with an initial velocity of 20 feet per second. How long will the ball be going up? How long will the ball be going up? B. How high will the ball go? How high will the ball go? How long will it take the ball to reach the ground? A, B, C. How long will it take the ball to reach the ground? With what speed will the ball strike the ground? With what speed will the ball strike the ground? Yan. A ball is thrown vertically upward from the ground with an initial velocity of 20 feet per second. So marami tayong questions. So yung una, how long will the ball be going up? O sige, ano na nga yung type of motion to? Hindi na siya horizontal kasi thrown vertically upward. E di vertical na siya, free fall. Okay, so imagine niyo, meron tayong ground. Ground yung origin, yung reference, initial position. Tapos, vertically upward daw, may tinuro kang ball. Yan. May ball ka tinuro upward. So, syempre, pupunta siya, magta-travel siya upward. Tapos, marireach nga yung maximum height. Pag nag-maximum height siya, titigil siya, hihinto. Kapag huminto, let's say dito sa pinakamataas na yan, mag-zero yung velocity niya. Pag nag-zero yung velocity, stop, pero acted upon na siya by acceleration due to gravity, bababa na siya. So, bababa na siya. Pabalik ng ground. Okay. Ang given sa atin, yung initial velocity, 20 feet per second. How long will the ball be going up? So, simulan natin, ano yung magiging equation natin? Constant acceleration to. Di ba kapag free fall, constant acceleration, which is negative 32 feet per second squared or negative 9.8. Ang unit kasi natin ay feet per second. So, para conforming with the feet per second squared, gamitin natin tong negative 32. Ang equation natin, A is equal to the derivative of velocity with respect to time. Therefore, pwedeng dv over dt is equal to negative 32. So, A natin dito is negative 32 feet per second squared. Yan. Solve natin tong DE. Separable. So, separate lang natin. Paghiwalayin natin si dV tsaka si dt. Multiply both sides by dt. Cancel. dV is negative 32 dt. Integrate both sides. Integral ng dV, integral ng negative 32 dt. Ano ang integral ng dV? V. Tapos dito, labas in negative 32 constant, integral ng dt. So, V is negative 32, integral ng dt, t. Tapos, instead na gawin nating constant of integration, gawin kong V0. Yung C natin, gawin kong V0. Yun yung initial velocity. Instead na plus C, dapat gagawin kong V0. Pero constant of integration lang din to. Kasi may given tayong V0. Yun yung initial velocity na 20 feet per second. Masosolve natin, or sige, gawin na nga lang natin C, para hindi kayo malito. C1. C1 tayo, C1. C1 kasi dalawa yung constant of integration. Kasi hahanapin pa natin si S. So V, C1 yung nilagay kong constant of integration. Hanapin natin si C1. Using the condition that initial velocity is 20, ano yung time? 0. When t is 0, kasi from the word initial, wala ka pang time. 0 pa yung time mo. V mo daw is 20 feet per second. So, palitan natin dito. Bale, V is 20 is equal to negative 32 t, palit nyo ng 0 plus C1. Bale, 20, wala na yan, is equal to C1. Therefore, ang pinaka-equation ng velocity as a function of time, negative 32t plus C1, which is 20. Okay. How long? Makukuha na ba natin yung time kung may equation tayo ng velocity? How long will the ball be going up? Yes, kasi sabi ko kanina, kapag nag-zero si velocity, na-reach niya yung maximum height, mag-stop siya dyan, ma-reach niya yung pinaka-maximum height niya, meron na tayong equation for velocity as a function of time. Hahanapin ngayon natin si t when velocity is 0. Doon natin makukuha kung gaano katagal or how long will the ball be going up. Yung time of travel niya, pataas. Okay? Gets? Basta kapag nag-zero yung velocity, ma-reach niya yung maximum height. Then, bababa na siya. So, when V is 0, ito na yung A, find T. So, 0 is equal to negative 32t plus 20. So, linear equation, transpose si negative 32. 32t is equal to 20. Divide both sides by 32. 1 over 32. So, t is what? cancel, 20 over 32. 20 over 32. Or, ano yung lowest term ng 20 over 32? GCF ng 20 tsaka 32 ay 4. 5, 8 seconds. Ibig sabihin, 5, 8 seconds yung travel time pataas ng bola. Next, ano yung next question? How high will the ball go? Okay, high. Ano yung high? Unit for distance. Ibig sabihin, kailangan na nating makuha yung equation ng S, yung displacement. Paano? Gamitin natin yung velocity equation. 'Di ba yung velocity is ds over dt. Right? So, palitan nyo ngayon yung v ng negative 32t plus 20. So, negative 32t plus 20 is equal to ds over dt. So, solve natin ngayon si s as a function of time. Separate natin yung variable. Multiply both sides by dt. So, ito, mamamultiply to by dt. So, negative 32t plus 20 dt. Tas dito, cancel si dt, ds na lang. Then, tsaka nyo i-integrate both sides. Integral ng negative 32t plus 20 dt is equal to the integral ng ds. Ano ang integral ng negative 32t plus 20? Distribute lang muna natin. Labas si constant. Negative 32, integral ng t dt, plus 20, constant, labas, integral ng dt. Negative 32, ang integral ng t, power rule, t squared over 2, plus 20, integral ng dt, t. So, negative 32 divided by 2, negative 16. Negative 16t squared plus 20t. Tapos ito, integral niyan, tingnan natin lagyan ng integral ng ds, s, right? S. So, baba natin, equal to s. Lalagyan pa natin ng constant of integration kasi nag-integrate tayo. Gawin na nating C2. So, to differentiate, doon sa unang constant of integration for v. C2 naman. So, kailangang mahanap si C2. Ano naman yung pwede nating i-apply na condition? Yung initial condition din when t is 0. When t is 0, ano yung position ng bola? Kasi, vertically thrown upward from the ground. Ibig sabihin, nagsimula daw siya sa ground. Dito dapat siya. Nasa ground lang siya. Kapag nasa ground ka, with reference sa ground, wala ka pang distant, wala ka pang S0 pa, right? S is 0. So, palitan nyo ngayon dito, t is 0, s is 0. So, negative 16, 0 squared, plus 20 times 0 is equal to 0 plus C2. E di 0, 0, 0, C2 is 0. So, bale, ang pinaka-S natin is, wala na to. Kahit sulat muna natin tong S, tapos equal sa left side na negative 16t squared plus 20t. Yan, makukuha na ba natin yung kailangan sa part B? How long will the ball go? How long? may equation na tayo ng position S, displacement as a function of time. Di ba nakuha na natin from part A kung gaano katagal nag-travel yung bola para ma-reach niya tong maximum height na yan. Ipa-plug in nyo na lang dito sa S. Yung nakuha nating 5/8 seconds. Right? Therefore, at t is equal to 5/8 seconds, ano si S? Palitan nyo lahat ng mga t ng 5/8. Negative 16, 5/8 squared, plus 20 times 5/8. Sige, gamitin nyo na lang ng calc yan. Negative 16, 5/8 squared, plus 20, 5/8. Yan, 25 over 4. Or 6.25. 6.25. Anong unit? Feet. Yan. Ganito kataas yung na-reach niya. Dito, 6.25. Okay, next. How long will it take the ball to reach the ground? O paano naman kapag hinahanap yung simula daw nung inano siya, tinrown vertically upward, kailan daw siya babalik sa ground? Paano kaya 'yon? So 'di ba kapag bumalik siya sa ground, ano yung magiging S with respect sa ground? 0 kasi nasa ground na siya uli. Dahil alam na natin yung equation ng displacement S as a function of time, pwede mong equate to sa 0, right? When S is 0, meaning the ball is on the ground, returns to ground already, right? Find T. Ito. So, 0 is equal, di ba? S is equal to negative 16t squared plus 20t. So, 0 is equal to negative 16t squared plus 20t. Quadratic. Quadratic equation, paano i-solve si quadratic equation? Pwede naman siyang, by factoring. Common factor ay sa 16 tsaka sa 20, we have 4. Tapos ito magiging 40 pala t, kasama si t. Tapos ito magiging negative 40 na lang. Para 40 times negative 40, negative 16t squared. Tapos si 20t magiging na lang, positive 5. Yan. Equate each factor to 0. 40 is 0 and negative 40 plus 5 is 0. Ano yung unang value? T is 0. Yung pangalawa, negative 40 is negative 5. Divide both sides by negative 4. Ano si T? 5/4. Ano yung tatanggapin lang natin dyan? Hindi pwede to kasi yan yung initial condition eh. Ito, 5/4 seconds. Yan. Accept 5/4 seconds. Sabihin, babalik yung bola 5/4. Pagkahagis mo ng bola from the ground, babalik siya, lilipas yung 5/4 seconds. Next. With what speed will the ball strike the ground? With what speed will the ball strikes the ground? Eh di, ang speed ay yung velocity without without the sign or the direction, right? Eh, nakuha na natin yung equation ng velocity. Diba? V is equal to negative 32t plus 20. Ano ba yung time nung nag-reach sa ground uli yung bola? Kakakuha pa lang natin, no? Diba ito yung time marireach ni babalik sa ground yung ball? Pwede mo ngayong i-plug in dito sa equation ng velocity yung nakuha mong t na 5/4 seconds. Kasi ang tanong, with what speed will the ball strike the ground? Eh may equation ka ng velocity as a function of time. At alam mo yung oras kung kailan nasa ground yung bola, 5/4. Eh di plug in mo dito. When t is 5/4, bale v is, find v. Negative 32, 5/4 plus 20. Okay, so negative 32 times 5/4 plus 20. Negative 20. Negative 20 feet per second. Bakit negative? Negative siya kasi, di ba ang sign convention, pag pababa, negative. Pabalik na siya ng ground. So, ang motion niya downward. Pag kinuha mo lang yung speed neto, absolute value lang neto, 20 feet per second. Gets ba? So, yon yung free fall. Next problem. Anong oras na? Okay, sige, isa pa. Problem number 15. 15. Okay. A stone is dropped from the top of Washington Monument 555 feet high. 555 feet high. How long will it take the stone to reach the ground? A. How long will it take the stone to reach the ground? Tapos, with what speed will it strike the ground? With what speed will it strike the ground? Yan lang. So, a stone is dropped from the top of Washington Monument 555 feet high. How long will it take the stone to reach the ground? With what speed will it strike the ground? So, vertical motion uli siya. Kasi, dinrap daw yung stone from a height, Washington Monument 555. Let's say ito yung Washington Monument. Ito yung ground. Ito yung pinaka height ng Washington Monument. Ilan daw yan? 555 feet. Tapos nag-drop ka daw ng ball, ay ng stone. Okay, take note of the word drop. Yan, kapag sinabi nating drop, initial velocity nun, 0. Yan, basta nakakita kayo ng word dropped, wala yung value, 0 yung initial velocity. Ang tanong, how long will it take the stone to reach the ground? So ano kaya ang pwede nating gawing equation dyan? Ganun pa rin, yung dahil free fall tayo, constant acceleration na negative 32 feet per second squared or negative 9.8 meter per second squared. So, bale, acceleration is dv over dt, which is, ano ba tayo? Feet. Feet yung ating unit, gamitin ko si negative 32. Negative 32 dv over dt. Tapos, separate yung variable, multiply both sides by dt. So, magiging negative 32 dt is equal, cancel ito, dv na lang. Pwede natin i-integrate both sides. Negative 32 dt is equal to integral ng dv. So, negative 32 dt, integral niyan is negative 32t equals integral ng dv, v. Tapos lagyan natin ng C1. Kailangan nating masolve si C1. Paano masasolve si C1? Base tayo sa condition. A stone is dropped. Yun yung sinabi ko. Yung sinabi ko kanina, kapag dropped, 0 yung initial velocity. So, when t is 0, v is 0. Palit nyo ngayon dito. So, negative 32 times 0 is equal to 0 plus C1. Bale, 0 is equal to 0 plus C1. C1 is 0. C1. Bale, ang pinaka-equation ng velocity lang pala is negative 32. T. Okay, negative 32T. Dito sa equation natin, makukuha na ba natin yung tanong sa A, how long will it take the stone to reach the ground? 'Di ba? Para malaman natin na nasa ground na siya, anong gagawin? Yung distance niya dapat ay back to 0, right? Ito yung origin. S is 0. Wala pa tayong equation ng S. Pwede pa muna nating i-derive. Sige, derive muna natin. Bale, V is equal to ds over dt. So, palit na ngayon yung value ng V, negative 32t, is equal to ds over dt. Multiply both sides by dt. So, magiging negative 32t dt na to. Tapos dito, cancel si dt, ds na lang. Integrate natin both sides. Sa labas tong negative 32, constant. negative 32 integral ng t dt. So, negative 32, ang integral ng t dt ay power rule, t squared over 2. So, magiging, ano siya? Negative 16 t squared. And ang integral ng ds ay s. Tapos, lagyan niya ng plus c2. Okay. Ngayon, kailangan nating mahanap si C2. Paano hahanapin si C2? Yung condition. 'Di ba initially, ano yung position ng bola at t is equal to 0? From the origin, 'di ba nasa tuktok daw siya ng monument, Washington Monument, 555 feet high? E di at t is equal to 0, s is 555. Ang reference natin is ground eh. O initially, pagka-drop sa kanya, nandito siya sa 555 feet. Right? Plug in ngayon natin to dito. Negative 16, 0 squared is equal to s. Papalitan natin ng 555 555 plus C2. Ano ngayon magiging value? Ito, 0 na to. So, 0 transpose sa negative 555 is C2. C2 is negative 555. Makukuha ngayon natin yung pinaka-equation ni S. Negative 16t squared is equal to S minus 555. Or, S is what? Transpose nyo to sa kaliwa. Negative 16t squared plus 555. So, masasagot na natin tong A. Kasi, pwede na nating i-equate sa 0 itong S, then solve for t. How long will it take the stone to reach the ground? For the stone to reach the ground, ano dapat yung S? 0, right? S is 0. Find t. Gamitin natin to. So, 0 is equal to negative 16t squared plus 555. Quadratic. So, lipat lang to. 16t squared is equal to 555. Divide both sides by 16. So, t squared is equal 555 over 16. Get the square root of both sides. Ano si t? T is plus minus square root ng 555 over 16. Yan, hindi naman to eksakto. Sakto ba yan? Hindi. Square root ng 555 over 16. Approximately 5.88 or 5.89 or 5.9, sige. Approximately plus minus 5.9. Hindi natin kukuhain yung negative. Positive lang. Therefore, t is 5.9 seconds. So, 5.9 seconds niya pala ma-reach yung ground. After siyang i-drop from 555 feet Washington Monument. Next, with what speed will it strike the ground? Eh di, alam na natin kasi yung time kung kailan siya madadrop sa ground. Tapos meron na rin tayong equation ng velocity, negative 32t. E di plug in nyo na lang yung t na 5.9 dito sa v is equal to negative 32t. V is equal to negative 32t. So, yung t natin is, sige, yung square root ng 555 over 16. Right? Or square root ng ano to? Square root ng, sige, yan na lang. Square root ng 555 over 4 to, di ba? Therefore, V is negative 32 times the time. Huwag natin lagyan ng, sige, lagyan natin ng parenthesis. Square root ng 555 over 16. Negative 32 square root ng 555 over 16. Approximately negative 188.5. Negative 188.5 unit feet per second. Feet per second. So, negative siya kasi pababa. Next pa ba tayo? Ano oras na? 1 hour and 22 minutes. Sige, isa pa. 15, 16. 16 naman ay a ball is thrown downward. A ball is thrown downward from a window that is 80 feet. 80 feet above the ground. Above the ground with an initial velocity negative 64 feet per second. How long will it take the ball to reach the ground? How long will it take the ball to reach the ground? Lagyan nga natin to. Tapos, B. Parang pareho lang pala to sa ano, sa 15. With what speed? With what speed will it strike the ground? Parang pareho lang dito. Ang pinagkaiba, drop kasi ito eh. Drop. Ito, thrown downward with an initial velocity. So, meron na talagang initial velocity. Pero ang distance nga naman from the ground is 80 feet. So, let's say ito yung window, ito yung ground, tas ito yung taas ng window, which is 80 feet. Tapos, tinrown vertically downward. Okay. May initial velocity. Yan yung V0. Ito, V0 is 0. Dito, V0 ay negative 64. Yung V0 is the initial velocity. So, ganun pa rin yung step sa 15. Solve lang natin yung S. S as a function of time. So, A is dv over dt, which is negative 32 dv over dt. So, negative 32 dt is dv. Okay, minultiply ko lang both sides. Integrate. Integral ng negative 32 dt is integral ng dv. Negative 32 dt integral is negative 32t equals v. Tapos lagyan niya ng C1. So ngayon, nahanapin natin si C1. Gamit ngayon tong when t is 0, v is negative 64 feet per second. When t is 0, v is negative 64. Kasi yun yung initial velocity. At t is equal to 0. So, negative 32 times 0, papalit nyo yung t ng 0, equals v, papalitan ng negative 64 plus c1. So, 0 na yan, transpose si negative 64 plus 64 c1. Therefore, c1 is 0 plus 64, 64. Ano ngayon yung equation ni v? Negative 32t is equal to v plus c1, 64. Okay. Or pwede nating isolve na lang si v, lipat nyo to, transpose nyo to dito. Bale, negative 32t minus 64. Next, to hanapin naman ngayon natin si S. Diba? ds over dt is equal to v. ds over dt, si v ay ito, negative 32t minus 64. Multiply both sides by ds. Dt pala. dt. So, cancel dito si dt. ds is negative 32t minus 64 dt. Integrate both sides. Integral ng ds is equal to integral ng negative 32t minus 64 dt. Ano yung integral ng ds? S. Tas dito, distribute yung integral symbol, yung dt. Bale, lalabas tong negative 32, constant, integral ng t dt, minus 64, constant, labas, integral ng dt. So, wala na. Tuloy natin sa next page. Ano na ngayon so bale S is negative 32 integral ng t squared over 2 minus 64 integral ng dt t. Tapos lagyan nyo ng plus C2. Yung second constant of integration. So S is negative 32 divided by 2. Negative 16t squared minus 64t plus C2. Tapos kailangan natin ngayong hanapin si C2. Ano nga apply na condition? Ano ba yung initial position nung ball at t is 0? 'Di ba nandun daw siya sa 80 feet window? E di at t is equal to 0, S is 80. So plug in nyo dito 80 kay S equals, plug in nyo sa mga t0, negative 16, 0 squared, minus 64 t0 plus C2. E di 0, 0, 80 is equal to C2. Ang pinaka-equation pala nung S ay pa-plugging nyo yung C2 na 80 dito, so negative 16t squared minus 64t plus 80. So saka ngayon natin masasolve tong A, how long will it take the ball to reach the ground? Parang sa problem 15, ginawa natin, inequate natin sa 0 si S. Kasi para mag-reach siya sa ground, dapat yung S mo ay 0. Right? Ito yung origin eh. So, A, for the ball to reach the ground, S should be equal to 0. Thus, find T. Ang equation natin ay ito, di ba? So, negative 16t squared minus 64t plus 80 should be equal to 0. Yan. Ano ba to? Factorable ba to? 80 divided by factor natin si negative 16. Factor natin si negative 16, pwede. So, negative 16 t squared plus 5 minus 80 divided by 16. 5. 4 lang pala to. 4. Ito yung 5. 64 divided by 16, 4. Ito yung 5. Factorable ba to? Factors ng negative 5, kapag inad ay 4 pwede. So, negative 16, t, so 5, positive, and negative. So, bale, equating each factor to 0, t minus 1 is equal to 0. T plus 5 is equal to 0. Anong value? T is equal to 1 and T is negative 5. Bawal to. Bawal si negative 5. Wala naman tayong negative time. Reject. E di ang tatanggapin lang natin, T is 1 seconds. Yan. Or wag muna nating lagyan. T is 1 second. One second niya pala sakto, marireach yung ground. Tapos may pangalawa pang questions, no? Ang pangalawang question, letter B, with what speed will it strike the ground? E di, yung nakuha nating equation kay V na negative 32t minus 64, papalitan na lang natin yung nakuha nating time kung kailan siya nag-strike sa ground na 1 second. Right? So for B, find V when t is 1 second, time the stone strikes the ground. So, di ba V is, ano si V? Negative 32. Negative 32t minus 64. Therefore, V is negative 32. Negative 32 times. So, palitan nyo yung mga t ng 1 minus 64. Bale, V is negative 32 minus 64. Negative 96. Negative 96 unit ay feet per second. Yan. So, naka 16 na tayo. Siguro hanggang dito na muna. Tuloy na lang natin kung may part 3 pa to. Okay, so far nakasolve na tayo ng 16 problems. Rectilinear motion. Ayan, so hanggang dito na lang muna. So sana may natutunan kayo sa ating tutorial. Follow nyo ako dito sa ating account para ma-notify pag meron tayong video tutorial next time. Subscribe din kayo sa ating channel, Engineered Math Channel. Link ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin para mapanood nyo sunod-sunod. Okay? Yan. Good luck sa studies. Aral lang lagi mabuti. Padayon lang, future engineers. See you on my next video tutorial. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.